You're listening to Change Your POV Podcast, episode 130.
The key to a better life is not giving a fuck about more. It's about giving a fuck about less. About giving fucks about less, okay? Giving a fuck about what is true and important in your life. So that's different for everybody. And who am I to say what's important, should or shouldn't be important in your life?
Change Your POV Podcast is dedicated to providing veterans with information, education, and case studies needed to be successful out of uniform as you were when you were in. Sometimes this information is hard to hear, stings a little, or is contrary to what you believe or have been told. We know that perspective is the vantage point of success. We challenge you to stand in a different light, observe from a different OP, and have the courage to change your point of view when you are faced with the opportunity to learn and grow and become the best version of yourself. And now, here's your host, Eddie Lazary and Bennett Tanton in this week's episode where they talk about keeping shit real. All right. Hello, folks, and welcome to Change Your POV Podcast. We are your hosts, Eddie Lazary.
And I'm Bennett Tanton.
And today is a no bullshit episode. Bennett and I are going to talk about, we're going to talk about a lot of things. We're going to talk about getting real. We're going to talk about what does that mean? What does getting real mean to us? And how are we going to, how are we going to proceed forward? What does Change Your POV Podcast going to look like in, starting now and into 2017? We are doing, this episode is our official relaunch episode, and you're like, wait a minute, it's not even January yet. You're right, it's not. Because we don't believe in New Year's resolutions and that whole wait till January 1st to do good things in your life. We decided we wanted to do relaunch. We planned it out. We thought about it. We strategized. We have a plan. We want to implement it. And fuck January 1st. We're doing it now. So
why wait?
Why wait?
Fucking wait?
That's right. That's
part of the problem.
That's right. There's no better time like now. And for those of you that love January 1st to be the start date of your great ambition, your huge goal, then good on you. But usually most people that wait for a start date like January 1st to do anything great and wonderful never usually follow through. And that's usually. I mean, I don't have the statistics on there, but I just know from personal experience of people that I know personally that wait till January 1st to do anything great and wonderful, like go to the gym, lose weight, whatever it is, whatever, go back to school, learn a new language, all these New Year's resolutions, right? In most cases, that shit just doesn't work. So we wanted to do something different, and we are choosing the best time, which is now. But before we get too far down that road, we would like to say thanks to this week's sponsor, Mountain Up. 10th Mountain Apparel is the premier military clothing and apparel store. You can find everything that you need for that hard to buy for someone. If you're looking to fill stockings, tis the season, folks. It is that time of year right now where everybody is scrambling around. Trust me, I know. I went shopping yesterday, and oh my God, dude. It was
Nightmare.
Have you ever heard of that store, Ocean State Job Lot? Have you heard of that?
No, never.
It's kind of like an overstock store where like they take, overstock produce or product from other stores.
Yeah.
And they stock it in this one store at a discounted price. But it's like
kind of like TJ Maxx or Marshalls or
yes.
one of those, but do they have more shit?
Yeah, well, yeah, they do. I mean, TJ Maxx and Marshalls, that's more clothing and apparel type stuff. This store is like, it does have some clothing and some apparel, but it's mostly like you can go and get like discounted shampoos and
so it's more like a Big Lots or something.
Yeah, exactly. Gotcha. Right. So I went in there yesterday because in my Toastmasters next meeting at Toastmasters, we're doing like a Yankee swap or a Secret Santa, whatever you call it. And everyone's going to be wearing an ugly sweater. And folks,
nice.
I don't own an ugly sweater, so I had to go get one, but I didn't want to like go and buy an expensive ugly sweater because I'm wearing this bitch once and that's it.
You wanna roll with a true ugly sweater.
Yes. Yeah. So I went and
some fucking Kmart overstock.
Yes. So I went and
shitty fucking Christmas sweater.
There was two sweaters that I picked out. They were both
Oh shit! You actually had a choice there.
Oh,
You actually. Yeah, I get to pick from this shitty sweater or this one.
Yeah, one of them. The one I wanted, my wife was like, "Hell no, put that back."
Oh, come on.
It was
go big or go home.
It was a half shirt sweater.
Oh no!
Yeah,
That's horrible.
It was full. Had full arms, but it was literally like a belly shirt, like a half shirt, like a half sweater.
So what do you wear under that?
I was going to wear nothing. I was going to wear my
like
I was
grilled
gonna,
cheese.
No, I was going to wear my fuzzy navel. That's what I was
nice.
going to wear under that.
I just picture like a t-shirt. Did you ever see Natural Born Killers?
Mm-hmm.
And Rodney Dangerfield in that movie?
Yeah.
With like his nasty mac and cheese covered wife beater.
Right.
That's the type of shirt you wear underneath that freaking half sweater.
Yes. So I had to put that one back. So I instead, and I'll have to take a picture and post it on the site somewhere, but I instead bought this oversized, gigantic, orangish kind of puke orange colored sweater. Is god awful.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
See, this is why we're married, because they keep us somewhat tamed down a little bit.
It's not exactly Syracuse orange, but it's leaning that direction.
But it's got a Syracuse pukey hue.
Yeah, absolutely. It's like if you were to take a Syracuse orange sweater and leave it in the dash of your car and let the sun bleach it for about 3 weeks, then that's what it is.
All right.
Anyway, folks, I'm sorry, we're getting off track here. So,
So this is a reason you go shop at Mountain Up online, not?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. So, but here's the thing, right? This is the first chance that we have to actually talk about this, and that is Change Your POV now has its own store on Mountain Up, as well as Warrior Hall. So, true. So, folks, you can head on over to check it out. You can go to changeyourpov.com/mountain up. And when you're there at the top, you're going to find, I think Warrior Hall is underneath the subheading nonprofit stores or something like that.
You can actually just go to my website and I've got it. I've got the page actually on my website.
Oh, so at warriorhall.org, the page is there, which is awesome. And the page is also on Change Your POV. So if you go to the resources tab at the top of Change Your POV, and we're going to talk about resources here in a minute. It's a new thing that we're adding to Change Your POV. But under resources, you'll see a section that says Change Your POV store. You click on that and you'll see all of the product. And it's essentially the same store that's on Mountain Up. So whether you buy it from the store on Change Your POV or the store on Warrior Hall, it's essentially all coming from the same place, which is Mountain Up. So while you're at checkout, make sure to add the promo code GOOD10, GOOD10, for your 10% off. All right, and if there's any other cool stuff that's going to be added, we will be sure to let you know. But we're always going to be adding it, so come back and check back often and see what there is out there, man. And if there's something on Change Your POV store or Warrior Hall store that you don't see that you want, let us know.
Let us know.
We could get it added for sure. Absolutely. Yep. We just got a few items out there just to kind of get it kicked off. And just see what people are buying and what people want, and then we're going to build it out from there. We don't want to load it up full of a bunch of shit that nobody's going to want, right? So, tell us what you want. If you want a Warrior Hall bib, then let us know. We'll make a Warrior Hall bib, and you can wear that. Wear that shit. I'm going to make fingerless Change Your POV gloves. How's that?
Yeah. because those come in handy all the time.
Yeah, with the little spikes on the knuckles. Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, enough of that. ChangeYourPOV.com/Mountain Up. You can check it out over there. And again, promo code for 10% off is GOOD10, GOOD10. All right, let's get into this. No bullshit. What's up, Bennett?
Well, basically, no bullshit is no bullshit. It's about basically focusing on, and this is what we're kind of, I guess the best way to describe this is that we are taking ourselves off the chain a little bit here at Change Your POV. Okay. Not that everything that we've done up to this point has been great. All of our guests have been phenomenal, and we love it. We love everything that we've done. The problem is that we've kind of not been as authentic to ourselves, I think, as we should have been or could be, because we were trying to fill some niche or just not come off so abrasive and be more worldly or appeal to the masses.
Yeah. So all year long, right? All year long, you and I have been having conversations offline, and it's been really centered around what's missing. There's something missing. Like we know we're on the right track, but we're not sure we're on the right azimuth, right? I mean, we're in the right forest. We're heading in the general right direction. And we've got all of the gear and equipment that we need to be successful, but we're just like, why the fuck is this taking us? Why is this so difficult? Why can't we figure out what's missing? And you and I have gone through, and if you're, the longtime listeners of the show, you know that Change Your POV podcast has gone through many different iterations, essentially.
Which frankly, isn't going to change.
No, right. Yeah. We're still going to hone it and fine tune it, right?
Because we've decided that it's not about the niche so much. It's more about just being true to who we are.
Yeah. Yep. Because there's things that you and I, and here's the problem, right? You and I would have, or not would have, I mean, we did have, and we continue to have very riveting conversations offline, like on the phone, in the mornings or at lunch or in the evenings. You and I have some really, really no bullshit, authentic conversations that
yesterday, especially.
Yeah.
That we had another one
that we know that matter to us and we know matter to other people. But yet we get on the show and we kind of head those directions, but we don't fully commit. We touch on it, we dance around it, and it's like when you go ice fishing, right? And you drill that hole in the ice, and then you stand back 50 yards and you try to cast your lure into the hole, right? That seems like that's what we've been doing. Like, we want to go fishing, we want to catch a fish, but we're making it damn difficult for ourselves, because why not just walk up to the damn hole and drop your line in, which is what we're going to be doing from this point forward, right?
Yeah, I like to use I brought this up to Eddie yesterday, and I said I like to use Howard Stern as an example. And everyone knows Howard Stern. He's, some of you younger people may not be as familiar, just because he's not on terrestrial radio anymore. So you got to pay to listen to him. Mm-hmm. Okay. So his listenership is, still huge, but it's gone way down.
Right.
But what it comes down to is watch the movie, his movie. I don't even remember the name of it anymore. But basically, he didn't become really popular until he just was real. Right. And said what was on his mind and just did what, he does, instead of trying to fit in some little box that people want him to. We want to be able to say fuck freely. And we want to be able to, you know what I'm saying, though?
Yeah.
It's one of those things, that's how I talk.
Yeah, right.
I'm a veteran. I'm a father. But I'm not the normal father. People might look at me and go, man, you're kind of fucked up.
Right.
No, I'm real.
Yeah.
I focus with my children. I focus on reality. And
Mm-hmm.
that's what I'm going to do with you guys. I focus on reality, not on, jackassery and just stuff that doesn't mean shit.
Right.
That's really what it comes down to, is that stuff that we're going to put forward for this year is basically stuff that it matters to us. And we're not saying it should matter to you.
Mm-hmm.
We're just saying it matters to us, and that this is what makes either our life successful. Because at the end of the day, yeah, we're no Richard Branson.
Yeah.
But I think we're pretty damn successful considering what we do on a daily basis and the shit that we've gone through and where we're going.
Right.
So we just want to convey the real us in our real language. And that's just basically what we're saying.
Yeah. So let's real quick, Bennett, I want to kind of talk about the audience that we're talking to. So if you're listening to this, we're just going to tell you basically who it is that we're talking to, right? Who is our ideal audience. Now, if you don't follow this as an ideal audience, but you still like to listen, then great. But here's the thing, right? I don't know who said it, but it's I don't even know if it's a quote. But if you're trying to cater to everyone, you're catering to no one. If you're trying to speak to everyone, you're speaking to no one. And I think that's what we did in large part in 2016, or at least all the previous episodes up to this point, is we really tried to encompass and embody the conversation to everyone, to curtail our message to everyone. And although we did get our message out, and a lot of people do like the show, it still doesn't quite resonate with the audience that we're really trying to get to. So here it is, folks. We're talking to veterans. We're talking to guys that are still in the military. They're looking to get out. We're talking to guys that are thinking about joining the military. I've got a lot of guys that have reached out to me and said, hey, I follow what you're doing. Can you give me some advice? Talk to me about what to expect, things like that. And we do what we can to help with that. I mean, we've both been out in the military for quite some time, and as we all know, the military evolves. But you know what? Hey, we're here to help. I still have guys. As a matter of fact, my gunner, when I was in Iraq, he's still in. He's about to make his E8, his master sergeant, and he's a full-time Army recruiter. So I have an in on what's going on in the recruitment world. So it's not like I'm completely blind to what's going on. But so it's guys that are thinking about joining. It's guys that, and when I say guys, because that's it. That's the other thing, is we're really talking to guys. Now, are there women veterans out there that could benefit from this? We've had women veteran guests on the show. So it's not like we're not talking to the women veterans, but the problem with it is, Bennett and I talked about this. It's not that we aren't trying to talk to the women veteran demographic. It's that we're not women veterans, and we don't fully understand everything or unique issues or problems that women veterans specifically may or may not have. So instead of trying to figure out what those things might be and totally getting it wrong, we're not even going to try to go there. We are really talking to essentially men and men veterans, and because we are men, we are fathers, we are husbands. We're not wives. We're not, we're not mothers. Like being a father and being a mother are two totally different things. I have no idea how to be a mother, right? Because I'm not one.
And that's a distinction that we'd like to be made as well. Is that this is, yes, the information here, it might be good for women, but we're slanting it towards men, because at the end of the day, men and women are different.
Yeah, they are. And that's...
And different things, different strokes for different folks, y'all. I mean, that's really what it comes down to. And, we might have some stuff here and there for women. I mean, I'm the father of 4 girls. Eddie has a daughter as well.
Right.
And and my wife, love her to death. But it's not about her. And I can help you guys, but it's just not It's not going to be taken in that slant. So if you don't take offense to it not being specifically for you, then I think you'll enjoy it.
Yeah. Yeah. You're right. And so it's one of those things where, how do you say this? So as in our efforts to help men, women will benefit, right?
And that's a great way to put it, because basically we're focusing, a lot of this is on focused to help men become better men.
Right. Yes. And in doing so, they'll
fathers,
become,
employees,
yes,
employers,
absolutely.
all that stuff. So yeah.
So folks, if this is all part of us really coming out and being completely transparent and honest with the direction that the show's going. So we're talking with veterans, we're talking with military folks. Now, here's the other thing too: is we also try to incorporate a lot of non-veterans. We wanted to include a lot of non-veterans in our dialogue, in our communications. And although I think we were successful at that, again, we weren't being true to ourselves. This show is by veterans, for veterans. Now, that's not to say that non-veterans won't benefit from this. I really honestly think that non-veterans still will. I know that they currently do, and I think they still will. We have a lot of our fan base is non-veterans that love listening to the show because it helps educate them about veterans. I've had so much feedback from non-veterans.
Or just the way veterans do business.
Yes, a lot of and we're saying non-veterans, folks. Those are civilians, right?
Same difference.
Same difference. So if you're wondering what the hell non-veteran is, that's a civilian. People that have not served in the military. I've gotten a lot of feedback from them that say, you know what, I really love your show because it helps me understand my son better. It helps me understand my husband better. It helps me understand my brother better. It helps me understand my friends. I went off to college and my best friend went off to the military. I mean, take my son, for example. My son graduated high school. He went immediately into college. His best friend went immediately into the Navy. And so me and my son's best friend have a bond, a conversation platform that's unique to us in military that my son's kind of left out of that.
He's a translator.
Right. But he can listen to the show and it helps him understand a little bit better of what his best friend is going through. So like I said, our message is to veterans, for veterans, by veterans, but civilians / non-veterans can still benefit. And if you fall in that category, then great. That's awesome. And we still...
Pretty sure we'll be having non-veteran guests on as well.
We absolutely will. And it's not about we're only going to talk to veterans. It's not about we're only going to talk to men. We're going to bring on the best guests to convey a message to our audience. So whether we could bring on non-veteran women to talk about productivity, for example. We find somebody that's in that space, that's an expert in their field. Yeah, absolutely. We're going to bring them on and share their story with you. I mean, so it's not about who we bring on the show. It's about who are we talking to, right? If you have a microphone and you have an opportunity to go into an auditorium to speak to your perfect audience, who is in that audience? And that's what we're saying here. We have a microphone, well, two as it were, and we've got an auditorium, and we want to book that auditorium full of a bunch of people that we're trying to talk to. Now, if a bunch of people show up that we're not targeting and they want to still listen, that's great. But we're marketing to this demographic. Now, again, if you don't like it, sorry, oh well. I mean, you've got thousands of other podcasts you can go listen to, and that's part of what Ben and I are trying to talk about today, and that is this whole like tough shit kind of like we're finally just throwing up our hands and saying, you know what, we're not going to please everyone, so we're not going to try, right?
Correct. So that's what it really kind of comes down to.
So we kind of been, like I said, we've been talking about this for quite some time now, but all of a sudden the iron hit the fire recently in the last couple of days when what happened, Bennett? Somebody dropped a book in your lap?
Yeah.
You want to talk about this real quick?
Yeah. So it's actually the first, it'll be we're starting a...
Oh, should we talk about that first?
Yeah, just kind of bring it up and then we'll talk about why
Yes. Okay, so folks, it's when this episode airs, there will be a new link, a new button, or a new
Tab.
spot at the top of the page called Resources. It's not there currently, but by the time you're listening to this, by the time this goes live, I will have it active. And when you click on that resources, basically you'll come to what looks like a rucksack, and it says tools you will need to be a successful veteran. So we have tested every recommendation on this page, and many of the resources listed here are crucial to the success in our personal and professional lives, relationships, networking, and community, both within the veteran ranks and out. All right. So, within this resources page, there's going to be several subsections. The first one you'll come to is called Change Your POV Store, which we talked about at the top of the show. You click on that and it'll take you to the store. Next is going to be books. I'm going to get into that in a minute. But there's also products, there's networking tools, there's jobs and resume, there's VSOs or Veteran Service Organizations, and then there's videos. So as Bennett and I create videos, whether they're Warrior Hall videos or Change Your POV videos or just Facebook Live videos that we do, we're going to be adding them in here into the video section because Bennett and I'll have to say, I think we've created some pretty good videos in terms of content on Facebook Live. But the problem with it is once it's buried in your news feed, it's really hard to find again.
It's over.
Yeah, so we want to be able to capture those good ones, not everything, but the memorable ones, the ones that get a lot of feedback or reach or whatever. We want to add those in here. And so I have a little bit of each of those within these subtabs, and we're going to continue to build that out. But the one subcategory that I wanted to touch on right now is books. So you click on the books subcategory. It's a picture of books. It says books. You click on the picture, and it'll take you to the book section of the resources page. And at the very top, you will see, and you'll have an opportunity to click on the button that says Send Me Updates. And what that does is you click on that, and there'll be a form. You fill out your name and your email, and you will be the first one to be, anyone that opts in there will be the first ones to hear about new resources that are being added to the resources section. So if you want to be up to date on new products or new networking tools, new job announcements or networking events or books that we're adding or whatever we're adding to the resources page, instead of just stopping by once in a while and having to go through everything to figure out what's new, you could opt in here and we'll send you an email and let you know what's new. And that'll probably go out like on a weekly basis just to let you know what we've added that week. And so you go down and there'll be a section in here where you can subscribe for your free 30-day trial and free audio download that we talk about quite a bit. Ben and I are very avid audiobook listeners. Matter of fact, I listen to more books than I read only because I've figured out my margins in my life. And if you don't know what that means, go back and listen to the episode that we talk about finding your margins in your life and how to make the most of them. So some of the margins in my life are, while I'm commuting to and from work, or when I'm mowing the grass, or yesterday I was out changing the brakes on my wife's car and I was listening to audiobooks. So
I'm changing a lot of brakes lately.
Yeah, I know, man. No kidding. 'Tis the season. Our inspection, all of our vehicle registrations are all due at the same time. So they all need to go to get registered or get inspected. And oh my God. So you scroll down a little bit further and there is what we're calling the Change Your POV Book of the Month Club. So often we get asked, quote, so what are you guys reading right now, and is it any good, right? I get asked that all the time.
All the time. Literally, I probably get asked that, whether it's in person or on Facebook, at least once a day.
Yeah, me too. So we decided that we would create a monthly book club, and here is how it works. The beginning of every month, we will choose a book that we want to read or listen to and post a cover photo and the link for you to buy it here on this page. Why? Well, we created a secret Facebook group specifically for the book club members. So if you love books as much as we do and want to be part of it, it's easy and totally free. Everyone in the group will have full privileges to post, comment, help others, ask questions regarding the content of this month's book. Just provide, there's a little opt-in, little sign-up form over here. It's called Change Your POV Book Club. You just provide your email and your first and last name, hit subscribe, and you will be added to this book club, and we'll add you to the secret Facebook group as well. Once you're in the secret Facebook group, it's not like you can add other people. We're the only ones that will be able to add people, and we're only adding people that are opting into this book club. So you just provide your name, and you'll be added to the secret book club. Now, here's what you get. You not only get inside track with Bennett and I, because we're going to be in there, obviously, but Bennett and I are going to be doing a special every month. He and I will be doing a special podcast episode that we're going to be talking about. It'll probably be between halfway or 3/4 of the way through the month. We don't want to talk about the book if we haven't even started reading it yet. So we want to get a good way through the book, or at least maybe even have read it all the way through. And then we're going to do a podcast episode, and we're going to talk about what we got out of the book, how we're able to, implement some of those ideas or strategies in our lives, or just an overall kind of what did we think about it. And we're picking some good books here. We're not just putting a whole bunch of books in
it's
a
not
hat.
Willy. It's not willy-nilly.
No, it's not willy. No. And so December, Bennett and I, like I said, if you want to join now, you can. You just go, December is the book, The Power of Habit. So it is a great book. And so we've been talking, this is a book that you and I, you shared with me. I started listening to it, and then we have conversations about it. And I'm like, we're doing this all the time. We're sharing books with each other. We're having conversations.
At least once a month, if not more. But...
So like, why not include the audience, right? And that's exactly what the book of the month, book club of the month is all about. And so, what kind of books are we going to be, talking about? Well, that's a great question. Although we are both fans of 50 Shades of Grey, we love productivity, personal development, self-actualization, and other
50 Shades of Porn.
Yeah, and other educational books much better. So if this sounds like your speed, then sign up now. So here's the first 4 months. We're always going to have we're going to have the current book and the next 4 months in lineup. So January, let me just read through the books, and then we can talk about the book in January. So January, we're going to be doing the book called The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck. February, it's going to be Hold On to Your Nuts. In March, it's going to be You Are Not So Smart. And then April is going to be Smarter, Faster, and Better. And we've got some other books, ideas lined up, but we've got the first 4 in 2017 already picked out. And we wanted to kind of leave the rest of the months open, because maybe, by the time
who knows? I mean, books come out every day.
They do. And there might be some books that the folks in the book club might want to check out. Or to be added to the book club, or maybe somebody in the book club has a book that they've read that they found extremely
What's up
useful.
with the book club address right here?
What do you mean?
It's Douglas, Wyoming.
Yeah, that's just the it's a PO box in Douglas, Wyoming. That's where my in-laws live.
Okay.
And they have a PO box, and I don't. So they're managing any email, any physical mail that comes in.
It's better.
Yeah, it's better. I opted to not have that be my address. It's all of a sudden,
no, it's good.
I go outside all of a sudden,
you.
and there's like a box ticking on my porch. Like,
yeah, because holy shit. Yeah, man. No, I'm there with you. No, I kind of figured that's what it was, but I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah. I think eventually I might get my own PO box, and I'll change it to up here. But for now,
sometimes it's a pain in the ass.
Yeah, it is.
Anyway, but this is us talking about shit that's real, folks.
That's right.
That's real life. Anyway, just saying.
Yeah. So
we're
now,
afraid you're gonna bomb our asses.
I'm not scared of it. Just if I can avoid it.
Don't really want to have.
Listen,
it's called piss poor planning, right?
No, here, folks. Listen, here's to all of our veteran listeners out there, right? You can be a Billy badass if you want to, and talk all this big game and all this other shit, and these terrorists can come get me if they want to. No, but you know what, folks?
Like I do.
Yeah, and that's all fine and dandy. But if you need to be smart about you need to be smart about your surroundings. Like when if I'm traveling by myself, I'll wear my veteran's hat. I'll wear my I've got an OD green backpack with my name tape on there and patches and shit. And it's very obvious that I'm a veteran. If I'm traveling with my family, folks, you will have no idea I'm a veteran. Is that because I'm embarrassed to be a veteran? Fuck no, I'm not. But you know what? I'm a smart veteran. And I'm going to travel smartly because I'm going to be cognizant of my surroundings and the people around me in my family. And my priority is to my family first. And so, and this is part of
crazy shit happens every day. Just
absolutely.
Like Ohio the other day.
Yep.
We could be walking through a mall parking lot. Next thing you know, some freaking guy who just is like, yeah, you killed my buddies.
Yep.
Overseas, jumps out and wants to gut motherfuckers.
Yeah, man.
So,
yep. So
crazy shit happens every day.
Yeah, if I'm walking through an airport full of thousands of people with me and my family, I don't have the ability to be 100% cognizant of every motherfucker in there, and anybody could just walk up and grab my wife or my daughter or somebody that we might be with and take out some. There's crazy people out there, folks. There just is. All right. So
that's not fear mongering. That's just reality.
It is reality. Okay. Absolutely. Yep. And even in and around town, if I go into a city that I'm unfamiliar with, or I'm going to a location that I'm not totally aware of, I go in cautiously, folks. If you just because you live in America, if you think that you're not prone to some crazy person out there wielding a machete or a freaking bomb made out of a pressure cooker, then folks, it happens, man. It happens. So anyway, we're getting off track here, but January, The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck. So this book was dropped onto your lap by a buddy of yours, and it just solidified everything that you and I were already talking about.
Yeah, I mean, it really, it's just, it all comes around, but it's a very counterintuitive approach to living a good life. But you know what? Almost everything veterans do is counterintuitive.
Right.
And that's why there's such a damn mystery. And the way that we do things is a little different.
Yep.
So, and most of the time it's about what we give a fuck about and what we don't give a fuck about.
So explain that.
And yes, we'll put it that way. Because, zero fucks given. And how many times have you heard that?
Yeah.
Like somebody will put up a Facebook post or somebody will say something in a group setting and they'll be like, so what do you think about Trump? And you'll hear me or somebody go, zero fucks given. It just means that it's not, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of a thing. Like that's not really on my radar. I mean, it might be, but like for me, football, I don't give a fuck. I look at it as a waste of time. There's people yelling, freaking heretic,
right.
Blasphemy right now. There's people yelling that.
Yeah.
But it's not a part of my life that I give a shit about. I look at it as a colossal waste of time. But especially, if that isn't solidified by Colin Kaepernick and his merry band of idiots taking knees every freaking week.
Yes.
And making, thinking that they're, just like our opinion, you take it with a grain of salt. Their opinion, in my view, means even less.
Right.
Unless there's somebody that's actually, done something with their lives or, been something other than a, whatever. I mean, you're a role model in that instance. And the message you send to the country and to other people, I'm all for free speech, but free speech, you have the right to it. And you know what? I fought for that right for you to have that. And that's fine. You can go burn a flag. Again, I'm okay with it. A lot of people get all, ass bent about it and butthurt, but it is what it is. Okay. I'm not going to waste my energy on it, but you also have to, if it does pique or tweak me or friends of mine's, gets on our radar, then you better be ready for. You can say whatever you want. You just have to be able to face the consequences for your actions.
Yeah, and so real quick.
So it kind of rolls into. Go ahead, Eddie.
Well, I was going to say, I'm with you. Like a lot of veterans out there are like, oh fuck that, burn the flag and take it in, or like all hell. I was like, you know what? As long as that's protected under the what's considered the okay within the purview of the Constitution of the United States under free speech, then you know what? Whether here's the thing. As a veteran, we fought for constitutional rights, whether we agreed with them or not. Right? There's a lot of things.
We held up our right hand to uphold and uphold and defend. So if you're speaking out like an asshole about somebody burning the flag, this is just my opinion.
Yeah.
And this is where we're getting real, folks. My opinion is, who gives a fuck? Right. I mean, yes, it's the symbol of our country, and yes, it's fucked up. And I'll tell people, I think you're kind of fucked up.
Yeah.
But I'm also not gonna berate them for doing. This is the point. That is their God-given right.
Right.
And whether or not my buddy died or I die, or you know what I'm saying, whatever in between, me fighting for my country, and still my oath didn't end when I fucking
right. Yeah, man.
When I ETS'd.
Yep.
As long as we're headed in the right direction. You know what I mean? Yeah. As long as there's still freedom of speech, as long as there's still freedom of press, as long as there's still freedom of religion, which a lot of that is under assault right now. Yeah. But as long as it's still there, I mean, again, you're just as bad as the liberal, because I know the majority of the people that have issues with the flag burnings are more on the conservative side. If you're more on the that side, freaking you are doing exactly what they do to you when they tell you that you can't do whatever.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
So you're being very hypocritical. Stop being a fucking hypocrite. That's what a lot of this is about, too. And this doesn't mean you can't have an opinion.
Oh, right,
you can't voice it, but
yep. I like me personally. Would I ever burn a flag? No. Because that flag and the national anthem, they mean something to me, right? and so. But here's the thing, right? I just read an article on Facebook where Mike Rowe, and for those of you who don't know Mike Rowe, he is the character on Dirty Jobs. So if you've ever seen Dirty Jobs on Discovery Channel, that's Mike Rowe. And he has a podcast and he does some other things. But he had a great article where he says, you know what? For people that are, he was directing it more towards the college students that were burning flags and all this other thing.
And the college.
Yeah, well, yeah, the college in Massachusetts actually took down the American flag, because they were afraid that they were going to offend people and all. So this is what Mike Rowe says. He goes, you know what? Fine. If you don't like America and you don't like the flag and you don't like the national anthem and all that, fine. Then stop accepting federal student aid. Right?
Right. No, I mean, and it's one of those things that you have to, that's the type of thing where you lose credibility immediately in my eyes.
Yeah. It's like,
but people don't think about that shit before they open their mouths.
No, they don't. But that's the thing. Put your money where your mouth is, folks. If you're a college student, or somebody that's in college and they're hell bent on this, burning flags and protesting America and all this, that's fine. But you know what? Fucking go all in, right? Go and say, you know what? Forget student aid, my federal student aid. I'm going to pay for my college out of pocket. I guarantee you, you know what I'm saying? Like,
shit gets real then.
Quit being a fucking hypocrite, right?
Shit gets real. Don't accept the Pell Grant,
right?
Which is my money.
Yeah.
Which is the taxpayers' money that you don't have to pay back.
That's right.
But I bet you'll fucking put it right in your freaking pocket, won't you?
Yeah.
I bet you'll pay your bills with that shit.
Yeah, they'll have a Pell Grant check in their pocket.
Then you'll turn around and curse and piss on the country and burn the flag, the representation of that. Yes. You'll turn around and burn it, piss on it, and shit on it and
then go cash their Pell Grant check.
And then
right?
go cash their check. You fucking dirty rat.
Yeah.
No,
man.
seriously.
Yeah,
Don't
I
be
know.
such a pussy.
Yep, I agree.
You stupid, hypocritical fucking pussy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Burn the flag, stomp on it, do whatever you feel you need to do to get it out of your system.
Put your money where your mouth
That's
is.
right. But go all the way. Quit being a
Yes.
goddamn half-ass. Don't half-ass the shit. Like, do it.
So this rolls perfectly into the challenge that I am putting on every one of you listening for this year. All right? And this goes for Eddie and I as well.
Okay. And folks, I have no idea what you're about to say.
Right. So Eddie and I think, are pretty good at this anyway.
Okay.
But I challenge you. You want to make a New Year's resolution? We don't like those. But this will do more to improve your life than anything else out there. I pretty much guarantee it. That is, take responsibility for everything that goes wrong in your life, regardless of who is at fault.
So give me an example.
Marinate that shit.
Give us an example. Because to hear that, it's like, oh, okay. But really? A lot of people hear that and say, oh, I already do that. Or
tragic shit happens every day. We understand that.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, who's responsible for how you react to that tragic shit?
You are.
You are. So regardless of whether or not you did it, you can either live as a victim and let that shit that happened to you, you still have to take responsibility for it.
At least, if not the action, at least the feelings, your own feelings about it.
Your own reaction to that said action.
Right.
So regardless, you still need to take responsibility for it. Well, how many times I hear it all the time, but how many times have things happen where you let something fall through the cracks and it caused a cascade in your life?
Right.
Where a bill, or let's just say that you miscalculated in your bank account, or something that a bill came out that you forgot that you even had, and it was like an $18 like Netflix charge or some bullshit like that.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This has happened to all of us.
Right.
Not specifically Netflix. Let's not get laser focused. Let's just use it as an analogy, folks. So something happened, and the next thing you know, you're overdrawn in your account. And then shit starts bouncing because of whatever. Now, you could be a millionaire. This stuff can still happen. You know what I mean? And then you go into panic mode to fix it, right? Well, people will turn around and blame the bank. They'll blame the company for taking the charge out. They'll blame everybody in that instance but themselves when they should have been more cognizant of what the fuck where their money's going.
Right.
So this is going to come into effect within this year on Change Your POV. We're going to give people tools to be able to do this type of stuff and help them with their finances and things like this. We're really thinking about everything, folks. But that's an example. Take responsibility for the shit in your life.
Yep. Whether it's
that's my challenge.
Whether you
it's your
feel
fault or not.
Yeah, whether you feel it's your fault or not. Because let's be honest, there's been many things in my life that were my fault, but I didn't feel as if or as though it was, right? Whether you feel it's your fault or whether you feel you're at fault or not,
irrelevant.
It's irrelevant. Right. Absolutely right. Yeah. For sure.
Because you can sit there and be a victim all day. I mean, yeah, you might be a victim. Shit happens. Bad, horrible, heinous shit happens every day to people. But it's how they react to that.
Right.
How they take responsibility for the act.
Yep.
Than themselves that constitutes how shit turns out at the end.
Right.
So, also, we talk about stuff like that of taking responsibility for our actions. February's book is huge on that, especially with relationships.
Yeah, yeah, man.
and you know what? That shit's gonna blow your mind.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna go, oh my God, I really am a fucking idiot.
Yep.
Because I did.
Me
I
too.
did. As
Me
soon as
too.
I read it, I went, oh my God, where the fuck has this book been my whole life?
Right. Yep.
Because it's helped me become a better father, husband, and just man, because somebody slapped me in the face and said, hey, fucking stop fucking up, dumbass.
Mm-hmm.
It is your fault.
Right.
You're directly responsible for shit that has gone wrong in your life. Stop blaming other people.
Yep.
So that's my challenge to the rest of to the rest of the world.
Yeah.
Take responsibility for everything that goes wrong in your life, regardless of whether or not you are at fault. And I bet if you really dive down into it, because analyze that shit, at some point, there's something that you either did or didn't do that caused what's happened to you.
That's right.
Why did you get hit by that fucking car? Because you weren't paying attention by looking around enough. Yes, somebody directly else hit you, but if you had just taken that 1 second to pause and look to the left or the right, instead of just plowing through life with blinders on, maybe you would have seen them.
Right.
I'm just saying but you know what? That's the mentality you kind of have to take, because it allows you to react to things better.
Yep.
Trust me. That's my soapbox for the day.
That's good. I think January and February, just to start off with, are going to be very...
And a kick in the nuts.
Oh, yeah. But going to be very riveting for the book club, man, for sure. I'm looking forward to this shit because, like I said, man, you and I, we talk about this shit all the time anyway. We're just bringing it to the podcast and letting you be a part of it. So, folks, if you want to sign up, you only have to sign up once and you're in. You're in like Flynn. You're locked in. You can immediately. We already have the secret Facebook groups already created, and we're already reading December. But if you don't want to hop on until January, sign up now. And you'll be added to the list, and we can start the dialogue about the January's book, The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck. And Bennett and I are going to work on trying to even get the authors of some of these books on the show for an interview. Wouldn't that be cool?
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah, so we can even tell them, say, hey, your book is is part of our monthly book club, and we would love to have you on for. But folks, if we do get these authors on the show, you're not going to hear those episodes unless you're a member of the book club, unfortunately. So we're going to do special episodes where Bennett and I talk about the book, and if we get the authors on, we'll have interviews with the authors. And again, all that is content that will only be available to those that have signed up. So
and you know what? You have nothing to lose. It's not going to cost you anything.
No, it's all free.
I mean,
yeah.
You do have to buy your own fucking book. I'm not paying for that shit.
Yeah,
but,
buy a book.
Buy your book. At least take that much responsibility.
Yeah.
And personal growth.
But if you're getting it on Audible, right, then, it's cheap. Or even in Amazon.
Or just buying a book copy. Shit, you buy Kindle versions of some of these books that cost you like $5.
Well, I'm looking at it right now. The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck on Amazon. If you click on the link on Change Your POV, that book runs... It's $14.99 for a hardcover right now, $11.99 for a Kindle. Pretty reasonable.
It's a newer book. That's why.
Yeah. And then
hold on to your nuts.
Hold on, I'm bringing that up right now. That one, paperback is $12.70. Kindle is $9.99. Audible is $10 or one credit. I mean, this is one book a month.
It's not going to break your bank.
Yeah, it isn't. You're going to get way more out of it than you in terms of knowledge and utility than the money that you put into it, for sure. Definitely worth the return on investment. Because, folks, here's the thing: if you're not investing in and that's one of the categories we've broken up. Each month has its own category. Did we discuss that? Let me run through that really quick. So every month starting in 2017 is going to be a specific topic. January, we're going to talk about goals and objectives. So every Wednesday episode and the Attack Fridays in January is going to have something relative to goals and objectives. And the folks that we bring on and interview are going to be centered around that particular topic. February is going to be relationships, which is why we have the Hold On to Your Nuts book as part of that theme. March is networking, and then we got execution, branding, personal development, entrepreneurship, health and fitness, productivity, embracing the suck. That's October. And then November is professional development. And we left December open for a topic that may become relevant throughout the year. So those are the topics and the months that we're going to be covering those specific genres, as it were. And so, like I said, 2017 is going to be way more laser focused, a lot more structured, and a lot more value to you, the listener out there. And so I highly recommend check it out. It's no additional cost to you. In addition, down below the book club, you'll also see over 60 books broken up into categories, and there's links to all of them. We've got categories of finance, health and fitness, inspiration, jobs and resume, networking, introspection, personal development, professional development, and then each of those books, there's a link, a picture of them, and a brief description as you scroll down. So this is a pretty hefty resource here. All of these books that we've got listed, these 60 plus books we have here now, are either A, books that you and I have read, Bennett, or B, has been recommended by one of our guests on the show. Every time we have a guest on the show, we usually ask them what books do they like, or what books have they read, or are they reading that they would recommend. So all of these books have been recommended or have been read by us, or a lot of these books are actually authored by some of the folks that we've had on the show. Like we've had Tom Walters on where we talked about meditation, and he's got actually 2 books on here. We've got who did we else have? Oh, we had Mark Horstman from Manager Tools. His book that he authored called Effective Manager is on here. We had Travis Collier on here, a Coastie, and he authored a book called Command Your Transition. And there's even a couple of books on here from my time in Iraq. There's a book that talked about the battle in Sadr City on April 4th, 2004, that was written by Martha Radzatz, who is a critically acclaimed war correspondent. And you probably see her a lot on different news outlets like CNN, Fox News, things like that. But she wrote a book called The Long Road Home, and that's a true story about that particular battle. And we actually did an episode 40 is about that particular battle. So you can listen to episode 40 and then read the book, and they go hand in hand. And then a few days after April 4th, I lost my first soldier on April 10th, 2004. And there was a book that was written about that. It's called American Mourning. Mourning, M-O-U-R-N-I-N-G, not like good morning, but mourning like lost somebody mourning. And it's a story of 2 families of guys that were killed. So, like I said, all of these books, there's a reason they're here. We don't just willy-nilly add books to this collection. They have meaning. Absolutely. So if you want in on what we've read or what we recommend, check it out. And if you want to be part of the book club, a deep dive into any of these books, then by all means, come check it out and sign up. So there you have it, man. I mean, I'm encouraged by 2017 and the new path that we are taking, Bennett, because some of these things that we've been wanting to say, they're scary. They're scary to talk about. They're scary to admit to.
And people might be like, "Fuck that! You guys are fucking psycho," or you just suck," or whatever. But you know what?
Oh well.
I don't give a fuck.
Right. Yeah, the subtle art of not giving a fuck. That's why we're kicking January off with that book, man.
And by the way, it's not what you think.
Right.
Like people, it's not about, I don't give a fuck about people. I don't give a fuck about stuff.
Right.
You'll understand.
Yep.
Because of course you have to give a fuck about stuff, or else, that's counterintuitive to being human.
Right.
Just saying.
It's
about
giving
what you give a fuck.
Yes,
about.
It's about giving a fuck about the right things, right?
Yep.
I used to tell my guys, right, when I was in the Army, and even the folks that were working for me when in corporate, only worry about the things you can control, because if it's outside of your influence, your sphere of control, then worrying about it does nothing. It doesn't change it. It only changes your attitude about it. You could be frustrated, pissed off, angry, distraught, taking it out on other people. And for what? Nothing you can do. None of those feelings or emotions can change it. So why put yourself and others around you through that?
It's a waste.
It is a waste. The waste of energy, resources. Now, if it's something that's within your purview, within your control, something that you can influence or change or manage, then yeah, I'm not saying you should approach it with all those emotions, but harness those emotions into something productive and change it for the good, right?
Let's leave it at this. The key to a better life is not giving a fuck about more. It's about giving a fuck about less. About giving fucks about less, okay? Giving a fuck about what is true and important in your life. So that's different for everybody. And who am I to say what's important, should or shouldn't be important in your life? Now, we'll probably have some bleed over, I'm sure. But again, it's true self-improvement. You know, prioritizing better values, choosing better things to give a fuck about. Because when you give better fucks, I love that, dude. When you give better fucks, oh shit, I just lost my train of thought. See, this is reality.
Go get it.
Because when you give better fucks, you get better problems. And when you get better problems, you get a better life.
Yeah, because not every problem is a negative, right? Some problems are good to have.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yes, sir.
Like if all of a sudden I had a...
Usually the better life gets, the better your problems become.
That's right. So we have 10,000 people sign up for our book club, right? And 1,000 people recommend the next month's book. Well, that's a good problem to have, right?
Yeah.
That's a problem because there's no way we can, we're not have 1,000 months worth of books in our queue, but it's like, what problems do you want in your life? Right.
Yeah, man.
And you, folks, you control those, by the way.
It really does based on, that's what life's about.
Absolutely.
It's about how you react to problems. It's not about necessarily the good things. The good things are a what's that called? What's the word? They're a side effect of how you cope with your problems.
Yep, absolutely.
Anyway.
All right, folks, you can find all the show notes for this episode by heading over to changeyourpov.com/episode 130. Never miss an episode. Hit subscribe on your podcast player of choice. We have a lot more great and authentic content headed your way. Come be a part of our community over at Change Your POV Squad. Stop on over to Change Your POV resources, click on books, and sign up for the book club. We would love to have you there. Until next time.